This also diversifies the damage. I don't know. Is Mr. Quadra going to stick with the Ignite? That'll be interesting. He's got 19 seconds to change it, but if he doesn't, that'll give Euthanasia a lot of pressure. Um,
That it will. That it will.
Also, just a little shout out, Jonathan Panabaker. Thank you for donating to Camp Kesem. We'd like to. Anyone who donates tonight, you'll get a nice little shout out on stream. So thanks for that.
Thanks for the donation, man. Great cause. We're gonna get into a 3-minute delay here,
Yep.
so
Let's talk team comps. So
yes.
first off, there is no. Oh, there is there is the teleport on Rise. So there's Rise has got a lot of base damage. Just a lot of base damages, I guess you could say, early game. And Lulu, I mean, she has a shield, she has a lot of poke. I don't know, that'll be a very interesting matchup. I haven't seen Rise this patch. I'm curious to see how it does against the Lulu, or if any lane swaps, I doubt it. Ezreal mid, decent. I'm surprised he took Ignite over heal. I
Yeah.
definitely want that into a Morgana. If Morgana is good with her binds, it will shut down Euthanasia's composition. And we know Nick Halden is good with his Morgana binds.
He's been
From the
killing
Super
those
Finals.
binds, man.
It just depends on how good he is today with it. I do like both compositions. If they both do it correctly, it'll be great. The Amumu, that's kind of, I mean, if Janna can get the Monsoon off before the Curse of the Sad Mummy gets off, then that completely negates any engage that they have for Sunarotica. So it'll be
Very
very
true.
interesting to see.
Very true.
I think it'll be a very interesting first game. I expect a lot of feeling of the waters out. You know, it is a best of 5. One game doesn't decide the series. It does give momentum though, so we'll see.
Yeah,
The
I
only
mean,
thing is Euthanasia's composition does spike mid game and it falls off hard late game. Ezreal, yeah, Ezreal will get a lot of damage, but Corki falls off. Rek'Sai becomes less of a threat, and then I mean, yes, Lulu scales well, but Ryze scales better, Amumu scales better, Morgana scales really well. Graves does fall off as well, but I just think with the composition, the front line by Sunarotica, if this goes till like 15 minutes, we'll probably see Sunarotica take it.
and
Euthanasia if they get the early lead. And they did a great job in their lower bracket semifinal today of dragon control, something they did not do against Sunarotica the first time they played against them.
I mean, and that's why I think a Kog'Maw would have fit into this comp a lot better than the Corki, especially if they're going to take Lulu.
Yeah, the Lulu John is great for a Juggernaut. The Rex side wouldn't really fit into that. I would take something more like a Nidalee, a Nunu, but a Rex side would still be decent.
Yeah, but this champion select from Euthanasia just kind of looks disjointed. It looks like they didn't really plan for this to go this way, and they're kind of picking up the pieces during champ select. So it'll be interesting to see if they can play this comp and understand win conditions. What would you say the win conditions are for each comp, John?
Just get ahead for Euthanasia in the early game, and if Sunarotica doesn't fall too far behind, I expect them to win. So we'll see. It's all about who gets ahead early. And there's a good once Triforces come out of both the mid lane and AD carry as in Corki, that's the time that Euthanasia needs to start pushing. Well, we're about to head into game.
Yes, we are, and this is going to be a great one. Game 1 of the finals of the League of Kesem tournament.
And
Let's
already
get some hype,
technical
boys.
problems.
Already technical problems. That can only get better, right?
One sec here. The client's not working.
I'm loading it. Are you now?
Is it loading? I'm not loading.
Mine is.
Come on. There we go. I'm playing
And
without my
yo,
usual
dude.
second screen here.
Yeah.
There we go.
And we have the Blood Moon Thresh, which is probably one of the best Threshings there are. That or Championship. Uncle Sam Rise with his fat stacks. Would appear both teams have foreskin. Yeah, I just don't know if Rek'Sai fits with this team.
I don't think so either.
Rek'Sai just like wants to go in, and this team just doesn't want to go in. They're gonna siege up and try to objective control. Morgana is definitely scary. They do have a lot of AP damage, so an early locket from Janna would be nice for their team.
Mm-hmm.
But Stone just Thresh is his best champion, so he needs to show up.
Yes.
Show that Thresh is worth a ban. And whenever I've seen it has been, so hopefully he can play up to that standard tonight, because he's a great player. He should be getting in the game here soon.
Yep, we are just loading into game. There we go.
And we have a pause.
Already.
Oh, baby. It appears someone needed to take a bathroom break.
Oh.
Well, when nature calls, nature calls. We had all that build up just to get paused as soon as we got in the game. And we're getting back into the game now. So let's see if these teams have any interesting level 1 strategies to start off with. And it looks like we have pings on the enemy's red already. So we're going to see the Sooner Erotica going in towards the enemy's red here.
Yep.
Who do you think has a stronger level 1? I think I have to give it to Sooner Erotica, John.
We'll see. They're all going to opposite sides of the map.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna see. Lulu might get caught out.
Oh boy. The dangers of going to the top side jungle alone.
She should not face check the bush there. That's a good ward. Yep.
Ward.
She's gonna see the. She's gonna see the invade. All 5 of them.
Yeah.
That should signal. To be, Euthanasia is going over to counter. I feel like they should instead go to the red side, but
I think
they're just trying to catch someone out. They gotta be careful of a Dark Binding level 1. Very potent, because if Thresh has even taken an ability yet? He has taken Flay. But if Thresh had not taken Hook, well, not taken anything and waited to take Hook, they could have had a great chain CC, and that would have been a true death sentence.
It really would have been. I feel like that Sooner Naraka kind of messed up. They should have been waiting in that bush for someone to come by. But they did miss an opportunity, unfortunately. But they're a good enough team that they shouldn't really need it. So they're just going to start red, or Gromps, or Stone Bros, while the other guy starts the big frog here. And we're about to get standard lanes, so no lane swaps. And all the matchups are going to be lining up.
Yep.
So what do you think the best matchup is going to be here, John? Top lane, jungle,
Top lane will be interesting. I'm curious to see how that goes. Mid lane will be a lot of farming. Ezreal doesn't have as much wave clear as Morgana, so Morgana will be able to auto-push the wave, but Ezreal should be able to put on more harass.
Yep.
Top lane will be a lot of... It could be very aggressive. Bot lane, level 2 should go to Graves Thresh, but we'll see who gets it first.
And I mean, when these teams fought each other yesterday, both junglers wanted to roam top at level 3.
Yeah.
So we could definitely see some fireworks around there.
I would give the early levels in terms of junglers. I would give it to Rek'Sai over the Amumu. Amumu is very mana hungry and dependent. Oh wow,
Ryze is going low.
Well,
Ryze goes down.
First blood to Lulu. That's Lulu first of all hit level 2 first, so Ryze should have just safely backed off. But the other key point with that is that Lulu is known for her early damage. The passive with the extra auto procs, the magic damage procs, is really strong. And that's what Rise died to.
Yeah, and I don't know if this guy if Mr. Quadra has played Rise extensively, because most Rise players would know how weak his early game is and how much you have to play back until, you know, level 6, level 9, where you can really start to do some damage once he gets his tier.
Rise can play aggressively early, but that's mostly against tanks, not against the likes of Alulu.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to have the Starlight Crab going down to Rek'Sai, and he might be going into a gank of bot lane. They are overextended. They spotted out with that Warden Bush. He's still going
now,
in.
if Thresh could... Yeah, he just backs away. Good presence. Thresh can flay him out of his tunnel, but a flash knockup is still very potent into Corki Q. But there's not as much damage really. Oh wow! The Ezreal went really aggressive. One more Q. Nope. But he does get the flash. No, he did not get the flash out of Morgana. He only burned his ignite. So, but that puts a lot of lane pressure on the Morgana. She has to back early and allows Ezreal to farm up that tier.
I don't know if Euthanasia just turned on their tryhard switch, or if they just figured out
oh wow,
Neurotica, but this is definitely a much stronger early game from them. And
yes.
Rise might be going down again.
I think the one key pick that might cause problems is that Rise. If he gets way too far behind and he can't catch back up, it's going to cause a lot of problems. Granted, it'll be really good towards the late game when he gets his Frozen Heart, but this is exactly what Neurotica needs to do. They need to get ahead early before the late game.
And
Rise is about to go
again.
Yep. Rek'Sai's here as well, so he does burn his flash, but a Q from Rek'Sai. Oh,
and Rise goes down. And this top lane is not the rock that we saw yesterday. I think they're gonna have to really consider this Rise pick.
I think that Mr. Quadra is much better on his tank champions. He had a great Olaf game. He had a great game on Urgot top. Yes, if you did not watch yesterday, he played Urgot top. It was a very devastating late game.
It was.
But
and Urgot is surprisingly strong right now. It's almost like he came back from the dead, but yeah. So his Urgot was pretty good. I would consider that pick again, especially against Olulu. He can probably harass just as hard as she can.
We'll see how the Rise pick turns out. I mean, it can be decent. He does have great lockdown with his prison.
Yep.
Runic prison. So we'll see how it goes.
But bot lane seems to be getting zoned out here. I think Corki, once he gets 6, he'll have an easier time at it. But right now,
Graves is much stronger than Corki pre-6. Once post-6 occurs, Corki can wave clear better, and he can push. Ooh, that is a great.
Forcing the Valkyrie and the tornado out. They cannot go in on that.
That was a great bandage toss by Amumu, but there was no real response from Thresh.
Yeah.
So
chain that CC.
Yes. And Rek'Sai was there to cover. Here comes Rek'Sai, but that is warded. He's going to be spotted out.
Spotted out, and he just backed off smartly. Mumu looks like he's coming back around. Yeah, the junglers are just going to mirror each other. And Morgana's shoving Ezreal in here. And Wu's going aggro on top again. She's sick, she's not. There's the ult. Rise is probably going to go down again.
He's TPing. Yep.
Does she have polymorph? One more auto?
He got away!
Wow. But
that was a very gutsy move by Mr. Quadra. But in the end, it pulls off, and he doesn't die to the Lulu.
Yeah, but he's just going to fall farther and farther behind his CS. He's already 17, 18 down, and this lane is just going to get out of his control. She should really be freezing it right now. And then just punishing him for his...
And Rise is a very item-dependent champion.
He really is. He has his tier, so he has a little bit of hope, but he is quite far behind where he needs to be. And Rex is going to flash it on Thresh, and he knocks him up. Rex is going low. Corki go ultimate. Is he going to die? Ezreal misses the ult, they force the heal out, they pull back on the Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai gets back to the tower, he heals, they get the kill, down a shield, but Rek'Sai goes down. Will they take Graves' life for it too? Here comes the phosphorus bomb, and he walked out safely.
That was a very interesting fight bot lane. That was a great death sentence onto the Rek'Sai by Thresh into the play.